Alright guys, welcome back. I'm Poe Buttons, you are watching Poe's Experience, and man, we got a Bobby Dazzler for you guys today. There is action all over the island. Just starting near the garden shaft where they were boring all the holes, you can see all the equipment there is just amazing. Look at the number of caissons they have there. They're currently building another crane, and I'm just wondering, because it's such a huge crane, I don't know if they need it for the caissons or if they might need it somewhere else on the island. Maybe per se the swamp. As you know, during one of our last videos last season, we saw some pretty good activity in the swamp, and really raised a lot of questions. And this year, as you saw in my video before, there's more going on there, and when we get there, you're going to see a little bit more, and we'll talk about that when we get there. I'm going to try not to comment too much, just maybe point a few things out to you guys. One thing I would really love is if you guys could subscribe to my channel. We're almost at 1,000. We only have about 170 more to go. It's a personal goal of mine that I set when I started this, and I know I'm going to make it, but I can't do it without you guys. So please like and subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you know when my next video is coming out. I try to get at least one video out a week. This week we're looking at 2. So if you think today's is exciting, wait till my next one. There's going to be a lot more going on. The dig's going to start. As you can see, there's lots of cameramen around, wandering around the area. There's one right there, and I saw one a little bit earlier. So, and that looks like a pretty nice car. I missed it. I couldn't quite see it, but might have been a Cadillac sports car, which indicates that the brothers would probably be somewhere on the island or in Nova Scotia doing business. You can see that the tracks for this crane they're so huge, it takes one transport truck just to carry one of the tracks. I mean, that's what you call really large. And there's only so many things you need a giant crane for. I guess they could be using it for the caissons. I'm leaning more towards the swamp, just judging by the size of the crane and the fact that they're building a road in there, and they're building a really sturdy road. So I can see the big crane making its way down there, and I guess that's the big secret. We don't know what's in the swamp. Obviously, they think there's something significant there because they're still doing a lot of work in the swamp, as you'll see coming up. But today there was definitely a full staff on site. I think I saw a couple personalities here and there. It's sometimes hard to tell for me. I only look through a small screen and don't actually get to see it until I have the video made. But one thing that they're doing now that you're going to see here in a minute is they've got their trommel, or their rock sorter, and it looks like that's in high gear. I got some really good footage of that, so we'll just wait for that. Yeah, another cameraman. So filming is definitely in full swing, just like the work that's going on is definitely in full swing. Even compared to last week, the amount of personnel on the island and the amount of equipment is just, it's mind-boggling, quite honestly. I had been tipped off that there was a lot of equipment going across the causeway, so I thought I better come check it out. So as you know, in my last videos, they basically just had the drill there drilling core samples, and then on my last video, we saw them kind of going through them quite a bit. So it's my guess now is they have located some anomaly or something of major interest, because they were doing a grid, it looked like, drilling the holes and getting core samples. So my belief or my guess is that they've pinpointed the area where the anomaly or whatever it is, and that's where they're going to sink those caissons in, and then probably send down a diver to see what's there. And let's hope. I have faith in Rick and Marty. Nobody puts 12 or 13 or 15, 20 years of their lives to something like this at such an expense if they're not passionate about it. And just talking to the citizens around Oak Island on Western Shore, all I've ever heard from them is really, really high praise for the production company and for the brothers, for the business that they're bringing to the province and to Western Shore, and that they really are grateful. They say they're very respectful, and it's kind of exciting, I guess, to have such a big production in such a small area. So, all right, here we are. They are sorting right there. As you can see, there's a bunch of people at the end. I'm going to get a little bit closer here in a second. You'll be able to see the guys around where the spoils come out, I guess. Can you name any of the guys right here that we see? You can see the rocks coming off the end, so it's obviously sorting them. And this is what the pile, I'm guessing, that they're going to go through. There's going to be a lot of that. I would say today is probably only day 1 or day 2. And you can see the water going in there. And in a minute, you'll see the water going. I think they're pulling from one pond, and it just goes through the trommel and then back out into the other pond and just keeps recycling. That's a beautiful, beautiful rock sorter, though. I will say that looks brand new. We saw it come on the island on the last video, and now we're actually seeing it in action. And there's the other corner where more spoils, I guess, are going to be gone through. So it's quite an elaborate setup, as you can see. I mean, that is a massive piece of equipment put together in order to find some clues. And again, if you can name anybody there, I think that's Billy, if I'm not mistaken. But if you can name, give me the names of the other guys. Leave it down in the comments below. I'd like to know. Well, you gotta wonder if there's gonna be any gold in that. Hopefully they'll find some clues in order to point them in the right direction. I'm sure they're just looking for, It wouldn't be gold. It would just be signs of buried treasure and stuff like that. So I would say they're definitely going about it the right way. They seem to be a lot more organized this year, and that's not saying they weren't the previous years, but you can tell like they're spending a lot of money this year, and the seasons. What are we in season 12 now? Going to season 13. This. They can only do this so long before themselves they'll sit down and say, look, we've given it our all and we've done everything we can. And it looks like this year they are putting it all in, which makes me think that possibly this could be the last season. It's a very, very large expense to do what they are doing, and from what I've heard, contrary to most people's beliefs, the History Channel is not paying for all the excavation, the digging, and all that. They pay the personalities a salary, but all the money for the work, for the trommel there, the rock sorter, for the casings, for the digging. It's my understanding, and I could be wrong, so please correct me if I am, is that that comes out of Rick and Marty's pocket in order to do that. All right, so right now we're looking at lot 5, and I do apologize. I know this video is a little bit long. It's lot 5 is a little bit more difficult to get good footage, just because it's in a little bit far enough into the trees that it can be difficult to see. And when your drone's out there, it's you're keeping an eye on that and keeping an eye on your screen. So you're trying to get good footage while following all the safety rules. But I did spot a worker, a gentleman down here, just like I did the other day when I was in my kayak. Actually, I kayaked by and they said hi. But they are definitely, I almost think, and forgive me, because I haven't seen all the shows, but I almost think that they are archaeologists that are going through that first. I'm not sure, but I saw they had a very small kind of rock sorter there. I don't know what that is. If you know what that is, let me know. Yeah, I thought I'd seen like a really small one. So it seems like they're taking their time on lot 5. I think there's a lot of clues on lot 5, and I think because artifacts were found, they have to follow the rules and let the archaeologists look at it first. You can see a person right there, right down there. The other day when I was there, they were cutting down a lot of trees. I heard the chainsaw going. So again, this is lot 5. This is the I think this is kind of what they're into, is right in front of us here, just past that foliage. It's like I said, it's hard to kind of get a shot of it because of the trees, but right there, I do believe that's the area. I could be wrong, and if I am, let me know. Comment below. I also believe that there is going to be something of great significance to come out of Lot 5 this season. It's just a hunch of mine, really based on nothing. But I don't think they would. I don't think they would put the work into it if it wasn't of significance. So I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know. So just one more time, remind you, please hit the subscribe button. I love making these videos, but they do cost money to make. I live about an hour away. It's absolutely, it's an absolute pleasure to be able to do this, to get a perspective for you guys and for myself that you can't get anywhere else. I've been around this island on a boat and kayak, and you can't see the swamp because the road's so high, and you can't really see the money pits. So unless you've been granted access, there's really no way to know what's going on. So I'm really happy to bring you guys this footage. I know the people watching it are really, really big fans of the show, and the reason they're watching my show is so they can stay up to date. So yeah, I mean, that's the reason I do it. I just got into videography just over a year ago, and just one day I kind of had the idea. I was up on the South Shore and thought, I wonder if we could get over to Oak Island, and that's where it all started. And I certainly appreciate all the support I've received from all my subscribers, and I really hope you're enjoying these videos. They're getting a little bit easier to make as I get a little bit better. However, as you can tell, I have a long ways to go, but that's okay. I try to do a little bit better on each video, and in order to give you guys what you want. So as I always say, if there's something specific that you want me to touch on or focus on, let me know, and I will do my very best in order to get you that. We're looking at the swamp here now, and you can see where the road was is built there. As well, I do believe in the next shot we're going to see a little bit of wildlife here. So that's definitely a solid road in order to get big machinery out into that swamp, because it's hardly even a swamp anymore. There's only a couple areas that are wet, and when they do at the end of the season, it does fill back up. But there's the wildlife I'm talking about. It's hard to see it from here. I'm gonna zoom in here in a second. You'll see. I am not sure of the species of bird it is. If you guys know, comment below, let me know. Just give it a second. I get in a little bit closer here. I do not believe they're ducks. Like I said, I'm not really sure what they are. So if you know what they are, let me know. But you can see all this rock and all this, right beside there, in order so that they can get machinery in there. There's a stake there, so obviously they have a plan. Don't let anybody fool you. There is more going on in the swamp than anybody really realizes. So stay tuned. I'm trying to get videos out twice a week. It's not always possible. Sometimes it takes a little longer. I do work, I have a family, and other things that I need to do, but I always try to make time to get down to Oak Island so that you guys and me, because I love Oak Island, can see what's going on. There's no audio, obviously. It'd be nice. I would love actually to sit down and talk with Rick and Marty and just have a discussion about their last 12 years and their thoughts then compared to now on Oak Island. I don't think they certainly haven't lessened because they're still going and they're going strong, so it takes a lot of faith, because you got to remember it didn't start on the first season. They started about 4 or 5 years, to my understanding. Before that, they had to buy the land, they had to secure the rights, they had to I think they were, I don't know if they were approached by the History Channel or vice versa. It was about 3 or 4 years before they actually got the proper permits and everything they needed. They were going along fine, and then the government of Nova Scotia threw a monkey wrench into it. And it has to do with the treasure and what it is. And I don't know what the deal they made is. It is public, so you can look it up. But it was a fair deal for the province of Nova Scotia and for the Laguna brothers. So anyway, that is gonna do it for this video. Hit like and subscribe and hit that notification bell, because the next video is coming out real soon. So this is Poe. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.